Now here we can check that we are using app.useRouting method, right? Now we want to verify that whether it is using next method or not. So remember one thing, that ASP.NET Core Web API is an open source framework which is freely available to all the public. So let's copy the name of this method and go to the browser, and in a new tab let's open GitHub. Then we need to type .NET, then ASP.NET Group. So this is the official repository of ASP.NET Core, right? And here in the search text box you can see search. We need to search use routing method, and you can see that it is telling where to find in the current repository or in all the repository of GitHub. So we need to find use routing method in the current repository, right? So let's do it and search it. So we got some result, you can see on the screen. And now let me scroll down a little bit, and we can see we have a method use routing, right? And the return type of this method is iApplicationBuilder. So let's go to the definition of this. So I'm clicking on this link, right? And you can see, so let me scroll down and you can see over here, this is the actual implementation of use routing method. You can see this is the extension. You can see this is the extension method of iApplicationBuilder, and that is the main reason that we are able to use app.useRouting method, right? So let me go back, right? And let's go to the top. And yes, one more thing I want to tell you. Let's go back to the same method. I'm opening this in a new tab, and you can see that we already discussed about the implementation of this method. Let me go scroll down, you can see this one. So this method is returning iApplicationBuilder, right? And it is returning, we can say that endpoint, the actual code of this implementation is written in endpoint routing middleware, right? And we are using this middleware by using this use middleware. And this is the actual process how we are injecting the this middleware, right? In order to look into more detail, let's copy this endpoint routing middleware and go to the searching tab. And now this time let's find this in the current repository. And let me scroll down a little bit. We can see this is the actual implementation of endpoint routing middleware. So I am opening it in a new tab. So here you can see this is the actual implementation of endpoint routing middleware. This is a class, internal sealed class, right? And over here you can see that it is implemented using the concept of dependency injection, and it is using next field over here, right? And here we can see that we have a invoke method, and if we scroll down a little bit, you can see we need to focus on this line, middleware dot set routing and continue. Basically we are setting the routing over here, right? And it is containing the actual request with this http context, right? And you can see this is a await and async, right? We have already discussed that with the await keyword we always use async keyword, right? So let's copy this. So let's find out here, and we can see this is the actual implementation of set routing and continue. And in this method you can see it is returning. Here we are using next method, right? And it is passing the HTTP context to this next method, right? So in this method, what we are doing, we are using this next method, and in this next method we are passing HTTP context over here. So this is the process how we can verify, how we can basically check the use of next method, right?